And so here we are, two old ladies with these little portable computers for checking inventory. So they're in housewares and they're checking inventory. All right, so I saw two of them, they're huddled together with their little vests on and they're checking the product. Okay, we have 4 waffle irons. We have 4 colanders. Okay, and they're checking the little items. So I snuck around behind, just around to the next aisle, like this. And I chirped as loud as I could. I came around the corner and I was like, I came around like this, and there they were. They were looking up too. And I said, hey, did you hear that? I think there's a bird. And they said, yeah, I think I did hear a bird. And I said, hey there. No, maybe over, well, I don't know. And they started whispering with each other. And so then I just kind of casually walked away. And I chirped as fast and as loud as I could, because I think there were multiple birds talking back and forth. So then I came around again, and there they were just staring, looking for those birds. And one of them, I said, I heard it again. And they said, yes, we did too. One of them grabbed a radio. Yeah, I'm going to talk to the assistant manager. I think we have birds down here in housewares. Yeah, I think, I can't see them, but we definitely hear birds. Definitely hear birds. So what they usually do is they'll have someone come down. They have these cascading poles that go up to about like 30 feet, 25 feet, and they'll take a net and they'll loop that little bird and then they'll toss them outside. But you guys have all seen them do that, right? Well, they wait till about 2 in the morning when they have fewer customers, right? Loop those birds and get them out of there. So, but my other fun place to mess with old people is church. Okay, you go in church and they have these nice auditoriums. The acoustics for music are beautiful. When you chirp in church, not only is it beautiful, but it echoes. You know, kind of the sound just kind of echoes off it. So it's like a cathedral. So I go in there, and I got to this church early, and there were 2 old men inside the auditorium, and nobody else. You know, I don't plan these things, they just happen, right? I was walking by in Walmart, and 2 old ladies, it just came to me, I didn't plan it. So I saw the 2 old men, and they had their programs, they're getting ready to hand out programs and bulletins, and they were standing there, and they were talking to themselves, and I said, moment of inspiration, gotta do it. I came around the corner, and sure enough, chins are up, they're looking around, and so I said, what are you guys looking for? I said, I heard a bird. I said, yeah, I did. I thought I heard one too. So we're looking around, and so instead of going back around this time, I just stood right next to them. And did it. Both of them are about 80 years old. They're looking up, right?
That'd be so funny.
And I'm just standing there. So after about a minute, I was like, and I tapped him on the shoulder, he looked at me, and I chirped right in his face, so that's when I got him. Fortunately, he had a sense of humor. Otherwise, I would have been like kicked out of the church or something, you know. But that was, you know, have fun with our old people. They're special in their own way. What's our next one here? Okay, this little fellow, who's that? This is Jiminy Cricket. He's the conscience of Pinocchio. Pinocchio's a good-hearted little boy. He wants to do what's right, but he gets caught up with all the wrong boys, and he makes mistakes. He's easily led astray. So Pinocchio is his conscience. He says, Pinocchio, you're supposed to be in school right now, not playing cards over here with these other boys. But does Pinocchio listen to Jiminy Cricket? No. Well, I try to do a cricket sound. It's the hardest sound I have to make. It requires whistling, strangely enough, and saliva. Yeah, I know, gross, right? But you have to have a certain quantity of saliva because water doesn't work. Other beverages don't work because saliva has a certain viscosity to it that makes the whole thing work. So the problem is when you talk a lot, you have a dry mouth. And so I just had to drink water, but that's really not going to cut it for me. I have to find the right saliva here, so let's see if I can pull out some magic here and make this work. If not, you'll hear it plenty of times throughout the year. All right, here we go. Don't look at me. No, it's okay. It's okay. Well, that's about all I can manage right now, but you get the idea. There's two sounds I make all year. One's a chirping bird, like the bird, and then it's the cricket. And I primarily, the times I choose to make them are most often when you're testing, so I can distract you and help you perform lower than you expect to. Okay. Actually, it's helpful for you because then if you perform less, you get a C- on the test instead of that A. You can blame McKelvey because you were trying to concentrate, but the cricket was keeping you from performing. So, okay, let's move on to the next one. We've got Chip and Dale, our chipmunks. Those are the little guys. Donald Duck got mad at them for stealing his picnic supplies. But chipmunks are furry, fuzzy little forest creatures, and they go out into the woods. Well, they actually live in the woods, but they go in the woods, and they'll have a nest either in the ground or in a hollow tree, and they'll go and they'll find nuts and berries. And they don't have very big hands, or shall I say paws. And so what they do is they'll stuff their cheek, they literally stuff their face full of nuts and berries. They have cheek pouches. Let's go on to the next couple slides. There's one chipmunk, the next one, and a few more chipmunks. And finally, our next one, look at these fellas putting away the peanuts, and look at the bulging cheek pouch here. This dude's just packing it away. They go back and they empty out their cheek pouches and store it for the winter, right? Your government teacher, have been genetically gifted with cheek pouches. It's a gift, really. Not many people have it. I've been blessed with cheek pouches. Some people say that when I put air in my cheek pouches, people can actually, well, that I even look like a chipmunk. Are you ready? Okay, see my cheek pouches, right? They're right here, little cheek pouches. I have air in my cheek pouches, and I can kind of talk a little bit, right? I can sort of talk with my cheek pouches full of air. But wait, not only can I talk with air in my cheek pouches, I can put liquid in my cheek pouches and still talk. Not very well, but I do have to warn you. If I'm not extra careful, little slices will spurt out in different directions. So you people in the first three rows are in the soak. Three rows are in the soak zone. I hate to say it. You can, if you want to move over, you can. It's okay. So, anyways, sorry about that. I don't want to traumatize anyone. So here, I'm going to put water. I'll even do the pour, so you can see the beverage entering my mouth. Okay, are we ready? Now watch me pour it in my nose. Okay, I have liquid in my cheek pouches right now. And I know I sound like a complete idiot, but I can still communicate and say a few words before it spurts out all over. Are you ready, Ian? What if I were to just go like this? Ready? I won't do that to you. But, what's the whole point of this? Oh yeah, chipmunks. Oh, so on the side of the road, you're in the woods. Okay, let's go to the next one. And then there's a dirt road, okay? And on the side of the dirt road is a little chipmunk. Okay, and he has found an acorn. Acorns are hard to find this time of year. So he found an acorn, and he's excited, but he's on the road, he's not paying attention, and next slide, please. Around the corner comes a big truck. But here's what the chipmunk sounds like when he gets excited. Got your imagination ready? imagine that's a chipmunk, okay? And he's all excited, and he found an acorn, not paying attention. Big truck full of logs, 10 tons, comes around. You tell me what happens. Smack, little chunks of chipmunk going up the tread of the tire. Sad story. Our little friend not paying attention. Instant road kill. Boom. Okay, instant replay. Oh, but because of modern technology, frame by frame, slow motion. Here we go. I know you guys do it. You watch the movie and you pause that scene with the remote control, and you're like, there goes blood. Oh, there goes the head. You know. Anyway, so here we go. Frame by frame, slow motion. Takes a long time to die. You know? If you're really sad right now because chipmunks are your favorite animals, and I just horribly killed one, I feel bad too. You know, they're soft and fuzzy and furry and all that. But take consolation in the fact that it's probably better to die being instantly killed by a 10-ton logging truck than slowly chewed to death by a hungry predator. Right? I don't know about you, but I'd rather be killed by a big truck than have a bear eat me alive. Okay? So just think about that a little bit better, right? Okay, let's moving on to our next one. This is our final focus for the day. And this is my favorite animal. The moose is a distinctive animal. And with the moose is the largest hooved animal in North America. A cow moose, a female, will weigh between 600 and 800 pounds. A bull moose, the male, will be between 900 and 1,200 pounds approximately. The male also has a distinction in that he